A vast white sheet of ice stretches endlessly in every direction. I see peaks, frozen mountains, and a silent, desolate landscape locked in snow. Yet this image alone is not enough to describe Antarctica. This realization came when the intention was made to truly understand Antarctica, to see it closely and feel it. And when you, too, observe Antarctica up close, you will understand that it is indeed a different and unique world. Well, not empty or lifeless. Yes, ice blankets the land as far as the eye can see, but life's beauty is scattered even here. Human settlements may not exist, but the secrets of how life began on Earth and how human existence can be preserved are revealed through the research conducted on this continent. Antarctica is a breathtaking world that deserves to be explored slowly and deeply. So come along with me in today's documentary as we discover Antarctica, continent wrapped in ice, safeguarding life, and shaping the future. As Earth's greatest, Antarctica is the coldest continent on Earth, located at the southernmost end of the planet, with the South Pole at its center. Entirely situated in the southern hemisphere, it is the fifth largest continent, covering an area of approximately 14.2 million square kilometers. Antarctica holds the world's largest ice sheet. In some regions, darkness lasts 4 months, while in others, the sun does not set for months, making phenomena like the midnight sun easy to observe. The continent is surrounded by the Southern Ocean, also known as the Antarctic Ocean, which separates it from South America, Africa, Australia, and Asia. This ocean connects with the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans along its boundaries. It is among the coldest and deepest oceans on Earth, with an average depth of about 5,000 meters. Its deepest point, Victoria Deep, reaches 7,236 meters and was discovered in 2022. Several seas surround Antarctica, including the Ross Sea, Weddell Sea, Amundsen Sea, and Bellingshausen Sea. The Ross Sea, located on the eastern coast, is the largest sea in the world, covering about 1.8 million square kilometers, with a maximum depth of 7,140 meters. It is famous for its massive ice shelves and unique marine life. The Weddell Sea, the second largest and deepest sea, remains ice-covered year-round and plays a vital role in the Antarctic ecosystem. On the western side lies the Amundsen Sea, home to major shelf glaciers and deep ocean floors, with islands like Thurston Island and Ross Island. North of it is the Bellingshausen Sea, which includes islands such as Peter I Island and Alexander Island. These seas remain frozen throughout the year and are crucial for studies in climate change, oceanography, and ecology, helping maintain Antarctica as a cold, dry continent. Temperatures in Antarctica remain below freezing and can drop as low as minus 89.2 degrees Celsius, the lowest temperature ever recorded on Earth, almost entirely covered in ice. Antarctica holds the largest reserve of fresh water on the planet. Winds can reach speeds of up to 320 kilometers per hour, intensifying the cold. Over 90% of the world's ice is found here if it melted. Global sea levels could rise by nearly 60 meters, submerging many coastal cities. Despite being covered in ice, Antarctica receives very little rainfall. The extreme cold reduces moisture in the air, preventing cloud formation. Whatever precipitation does occur falls mostly as snow. The ice reflects sunlight, keeping temperatures low and making rainfall even rarer. This is why Antarctica is not only the coldest, but also the driest continent. It is also the highest continent on average, with its ice sheet standing about 2,200 meters above sea level, higher than any other continent. Although some parts lie below sea level, the thick ice makes Antarctica the highest overall. No permanent human settlements exist here, but scientists, researchers, and adventure seekers are drawn to this land. Surprisingly, Antarctica was not always frozen. Fossils revealed that millions of years ago, it had lush greenery, warm winds, and diverse wildlife. Over time, changes in Earth's orbit, declining carbon dioxide levels, tectonic plate movement, and ocean currents transformed it into an icy continent. As ice expanded, it reflected sunlight, creating a cycle of cooling that shaped Antarctica into what it is today. Ancient maps hinted at a southern land long before Antarctica was fully discovered. In the 18th and 19th centuries, Expeditions confirmed its existence. In 1820, explorers Fabian Gottlieb, von Billingshausen, Edward Bransfield, and Nathaniel Palmer sighted its coast. Later, David Henry Lewis reached Antarctica alone, using a small boat. Multiple nations attempted to claim Antarctica, but the Antarctic Treaty declared it a continent dedicated to peace and science. No country may claim ownership. This treaty stands as a powerful example of global cooperation, with scientists sharing data, conducting joint projects, and protecting biodiversity. Though rich in potential mineral resources like copper, gold, iron, oil, and gas, extraction is prohibited. Antarctica is preserved solely for peaceful purposes and scientific research. Beneath its simplicity lies immense value. Its ice and rocks store Earth's past. Its skies reveal cosmic secrets, and its environment shows the earliest effects of climate change. Countries including India, the USA, Russia, Japan, China, the UK, Australia, and Germany operate research stations here. Scientists drill ice cores to study ancient climates, examine marine life, test water quality, and unlock the mysteries of Earth and the universe. Antarctica gives endlessly, without asking for anything in return. India operates 3 research stations, Dakshan, Gangotri, Matri, and Bharati focused on climate research, environmental protection, and strengthening scientific knowledge. Antarctica is not only a land of ice, but also a continent of extraordinary natural wonders. One of its most remarkable features is Mount Vinson, the highest peak on the continent, rising to about 4,822 meters above sea level. Located in the Ellsworth Mountains, this peak stands nearly 1,200 kilometers from the South Pole and attracts climbers from across the world. Beyond mountains, Antarctica is home to deep ocean trenches, vast ice fields, glaciers, icebergs, and even active volcanoes. Among these volcanoes, Mount Erebus is the most famous, standing at 3,794 meters. It is one of the southernmost active volcanoes on Earth and continuously releases lava. The presence of fire beneath so much ice makes Antarctica an even more mysterious and fascinating place. The continent also hosts the Lambert Glacier, the largest glacier in the world, stretching nearly 400 kilometers in length and about 80 kilometers in width. It slowly moves toward the ocean. As glaciers like this reach the sea, enormous chunks of ice break away, forming what we call Icebergs, one of Antarctica's most iconic sights. Icebergs come in various shapes and sizes: tabular, irregular, and dome-shaped. Some are so massive that they are visible from space. Famous icebergs, such as the 76, as the 68, Bekingsa, and a 23 Ahab, amaze scientists with their sheer size. The A23A iceberg, which broke away in 1986, is currently the largest iceberg on Earth. However, no iceberg remains the largest forever. Over time, they melt, collide, fracture, and slowly disappear, reminding us that even the mightiest formations of ice are temporary. Because most of the world's icebergs originate here, Antarctica and icebergs have become inseparable identities, constantly forming, breaking, drifting, and reshaping the frozen oceans. At first glance, it may seem impossible for plants to survive in such an extreme environment. Yet Antarctica supports life in subtle but powerful ways. Mosses, lichens, and algae are the primary plant forms found here. These plants grow slowly, remain small in size, and absorb as much sunlight as possible. Their dark colors, thick cell walls, and slow metabolism help them survive intense cold and dryness. Though tiny and often overlooked, these plants play a crucial role in the Antarctic ecosystem. They form the foundation of the food chain, supporting small organisms that, in turn, sustain larger life forms. And when it comes to animals, Antarctica is far from lifeless. The continent is home to penguins, seals, whales, seabirds, fish, and krill. Emperor, Adélie, Hinto, and chinstrap penguins live here in large colonies. Their dense feathers and thick fat layers protect them from freezing temperatures and help them swim efficiently. Whales such as humpback, orca, fin, and minke whales migrate to Antarctic waters, drawn by the abundance of krill. Seals like the Weddell, leopard, and crabita. Seals have adapted with thick blubber, strong lungs, and the ability to hold their breath for long periods. Seabirds such as albatrosses, petrels, and skuas also thrive in this region. Krill feed on algae, fish feed on krill, and larger animals feed on fish, creating a perfectly balanced food chain. Penguins and seals help regulate marine populations. While scientists study these species to understand climate patterns, ocean health, and biodiversity. But despite being thousands of kilometers away, humans have begun to affect Antarctica deeply. Climate change is melting ice sheets at an alarming rate, causing global sea levels to rise. Changes in temperature are disturbing wildlife breeding cycles, while melting ice threatens penguin and seal habitats along coastal regions. The ozone hole over Antarctica allows harmful ultraviolet radiation to reach Earth, impacting ecosystems far beyond the continent. Pollution, plastic waste carried by ocean currents, acid rain, and uncontrolled tourism are slowly damaging this fragile environment. Even a place without permanent human settlements is no longer untouched by human actions. To protect Antarctica, global efforts are already in place. Warfare, nuclear testing, mining, and pollution are strictly banned under international agreements. Wildlife protection, scientific cooperation, and environmental conservation are prioritized. Yet global policies alone are not enough. Real change also begins at an individual level by conserving energy and water, reducing waste, recycling, supporting renewable energy, using public transport, planting trees, and spreading awareness about climate change. Antarctica can still be explored responsibly. Tourists usually travel via Antarctic cruises, starting from Argentina or Chile. A valid passport visa, travel insurance, and strict environmental guidelines are required. The best time to visit is between December and February, during the Southern Hemisphere's summer. Visitors can experience breathtaking sights: towering icebergs, penguin colonies, whales surfacing through icy waters, kayaking between glaciers, camping near ice fields, and exploring the Antarctic Peninsula, one of the warmest and most biodiverse regions of the continent. Antarctica reminds us of nature's balance: in places drenched in sunlight, others locked in eternal ice. Its beauty lies in its purity. It asks nothing from us, yet gives knowledge, inspiration, and warnings about Earth's future. This frozen continent teaches us one powerful lesson: to observe, respect, and protect nature, not disturb it. With this, our Icescoper documentary on Antarctica comes to an end. For more such fascinating documentaries, keep exploring the Infinity Stream Library. Tank, you.